Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing what is left from my September Scrap My Stash kit. And if you haven't seen my video on how I put this kit together and what was included in it, I will link that video down below so you can see how I do this process and how you can put together a kit from your stash as well. And today I am sharing what things I have left over from that kit and all the stuff that I actually used up. So I had a ton of scrap papers included in that kit, and as you can see, I've used most of them up. I have a few little bits here and here. They're all very small, what is left, and it's a lot less than it was. So those are my scraps here. This 12 by 12 paper, I used up some of it, as you can see, and I have a little bit left of that. The same with this 12 by 12 paper. I used the tiniest bit of that up, and I have the rest of that left. And what happened with my September kit was I actually ended up pulling a ton of stuff out of my stash after I filmed that video, and I used up a ton of other things from my stash that were not included in this kit. So I can't really show you everything I used up, but these are the papers I do have left. I used a ton more than what was just included in that video at the beginning of the month, and then I also used up a ton from what was in this pile at the beginning of the month. And then we can move on to things that I totally used up. This Mombi sticker pack, I did not think that I was going to be able to use all these stickers up, and I did, so I'm really excited about that. And then I had 3 or 4 tabs left from this Heidi Swap pack. I used all of those up. I had some bows on here. I used all of those up, and then I had 3 different sheets of little itty bitty rhinestones here in all different colors. I used all of those up. And then for adhesives, and this will give you a good idea of all the stuff that I actually made this month, these are all of the adhesives that I completely used up. So 3 runners, 3 rolls. That is a ton of adhesive to completely use up. And then I actually ended up working on my December daily. I finished up last year's album. I did not include that stuff in my stash kit, but I did use it up out of my stash this month. So I had 1 roll of washi tape I totally used up. I had a sample roll of washi here that I used up. I've got all of these little labels here that I used up. More stickers and labels that are totally used up. All the stuff that you see here is completely gone. Another sticker sheet. This had a paper clip on it that is used up. This had a whole strip of washies on it that are completely gone. And then this is the only thing I have partially left from that project, and it's just got a few different random alphabet letters left, hardly anything, so I'm just going to toss that. I finished up using these 2 packs of ephemera, and I think this one was like clear transparency ephemeras. And then I finished using up some treat bags I had in here. So lots of wonderful stuff used up there. And then I have what is left over, my partially used up stuff. So I did use some of my breads from this pack. I still have some left over. This was not included in my stash, I don't think. It was from my wild hair kits in September, and I used up almost all of those. It came with 15, and now I only have 4 left. I used up 2 of the butterfly stickers here, and I only have 1 left. My Maggie Holmes ephemera pack, I hardly used this at all. I took a couple out to send to a pen pal, but other than that, it's still brand new. I used up 2 of the rosettes that were in here, and I only have 1 left of that. I used a couple of my heart stickers, still have a ton of those left. And then for the ephemera that I grabbed at the beginning of the month, I actually had 3 containers here full of ephemera, sequins, and all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, I've completely used up 1 whole box of it. So of all of the loose sequins and ephemera and stuff that I grabbed, I have these 2 left. And then I had this whole thing which was filled with rhinestones. I actually used up about half of this. It's hard to tell, but you can see all that empty space at the top there. This was bulging at the beginning of the month, so I used up a ton of these. I only have 1 resin star left. I have 2 puffy stickers left. I have a couple of loose rhinestones, and that's it. I had so many loose rhinestones at the beginning of the month, so I feel like I made tons of progress on that. And then this little sequin here, this container of sequins, this was totally full at the beginning of the month, and now it is about half full, if that. I've used a ton of this month, so I'm excited about that. I used up most of the paper flowers that I grabbed. I grabbed so many of them, and I think I have 5 left here. So not very many. A couple little bits of ephemera, 1 paper bow left, and 1 fabric bow left, and I had a ton of bows. I have a few tassels here, and I had a ton at the beginning of the month. I did not use nearly as many wood veneer as I was hoping, but I did use up a few of those, so I'm glad. This was pretty full at the beginning of the month, and now it's got room here to shake around, so progress was made there. And then these are the other bits of ephemera, paper clips, and stuff that I have left over. So as you can see, condensing that all down to 2 containers, that is a lot of progress that I made this month. Used up all the stuff that was in here. And then these are the stuff that are partially used, and then I have all of this stuff over here that was completely used up. So tons of stuff, really excited about that progress. I hope you are loving these videos where I show you a kit that I put together from my stash each month, and then at the end of the month where I show you all the stuff that I used up and that I am getting out of my stash. And I hope you are loving all the inspiration for creative projects and scrapping your stash. Please make sure to like this video, leave me a comment down below if you're loving this series, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the fun projects that I make. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!